aggravate the situation more?
It's a good question. If filming's inappropriate sometimes and make it more aggressive situation. I mean, it's subjective. You know, you have to do what you think best. Sometimes, you know, to speak to our last point, if I find that somebody's open-minded, if I approach a police employee and I'm filming and I find, hey, this guy, this might make for a good convo, I might turn off the camera and just like speak with them candidly, and I think it sets them at ease, and it makes them, you know, more likely to conversate. But I mean, if it is an aggressive situation and you're not acting in the wrong, I mean, at least you could have that as a peace of mind. If something does happen, at the end of the day, you're not in the wrong. Even if you find yourself like in a terrible situation, you're in a cage and it's, you know, it's cold and it smells and you don't know what's going on, and they're telling you, you know, like all these things, all this misinformation. Like, just come back to the fact, like, I didn't do anything wrong, and these guys are in the wrong. And so, I mean, even if something does happen, then, you know, I think that can help set your mind at ease. But it's definitely subjective, and, you know, if you're in 10 police encounters and you film in each one of them, like, it's impossible to know, like, when, if at all, you're going to be aggressed upon or harassed for filming. You know, a lot of times the big black hole, or the big loophole now is, I'm going to take your camera as evidence, and, like, you know, so that's a difficult thing to then decide. You might say, you know, I value this phone right now more than like this document, this interaction, or you might say, hey, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm going to film knowing that other people are going to see it and come to your aid. You know, when we've had equipment taken from us a couple times, and both times, you know, you put the word out and you make clear what happened, and if you know, you're doing, like, we were able to say raise enough funds to buy new equipment with the knowledge that when we get our other stuff back, we'll pay it forward and give it to some other activists. So there can be ways to do like a workaround and not be super taken out. Kevin?
Yeah, so you got this, with what he was talking about in mind, say you have this cop that's, you know, let's say he's in it for the right reasons and he's motivated by, you know, wanting to help people or some sense of justice or whatever, but he's not like a liberty guy or necessarily, or even maybe he is a little bit, but he's not like, he's not come around as far as maybe some of us. What do you give this guy as far as, you know, the world being the way it is? What do you give this guy or girl as far as options to fill that